This works.
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
We hope this is working. We are
Right.
technically multi-streaming across two different YouTube channels on two different.
And I'm hoping that it's broadcasting on mine. I'm like kind of waiting for it.
Yeah,
It
no,
looks
I
like
haven't seen yours pop yet, but I see DCA Adventure is going off the hook.
It says I'm live.
Yeah, so I don't know.
But I don't know why I don't see it right now.
Everybody here that's on DCA Adventure, you actually see.
This is the issue that I was having. I think it's my side's actually not streaming. Oh, that is amazing. Yep. Oh yeah. I'm gonna stop this. Like I said, I was doing something a little different.
Right.
Trying the new YouTube stuff. Obviously doesn't work. So I've got to just real quickly grab.
So I mean, we're still good here on DCA Adventure. So you're literally gonna watch him fumble a live stream as he gets his stuff up and going. Because here on DCA Adventure, you actually see Crypto and Hot Rod's chat right here next to me. So you actually see his chat from his live stream as well. I might have to reboot that once he fixes his stuff to make sure it doesn't go away. But at least we'll see everything in one place as we dig into this very interesting night. I'm just gonna keep talking while he while he fumbles.
You know what? You should just roll that mining intro, dude.
That'll buy some
time right there. Because I'm right there to redo this.
What's up, guys? We are back here at DCA Adventure. So hopefully this works. And yeah.
Oh! It looks like it's working.
Yeah, I see. I just got a notification saying that you went live. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to be working from what I'm looking at. So.
And now I gotta sit there and just roll my own actual intro, which is Crypto Nation and mining family. What's going on? Now that mine's actually working the right way, it's like, God, stupid YouTube. So they've got a new and an old.
Right.
And it looks like the old works, the new doesn't.
Yeah.
I grabbed the new stream key.
I gotta get the new. Sorry, people. I gotta get the new video because I see the chat rolling on the other one, and it's it's a different chat. So. Let me pop out that real fast. Sorry, guys. Y'all get to watch both of us kind of
fumble around here for a second because
we've never done this before. We've never multi-streamed across two different platforms, or not two different platforms, but two different channels. Because we want to make sure that both of our channels, both DCA Adventure and his personal channel, Crypto and Hot Rods, works, and they both can. Cortex says he can't hear me.
That's on you.
No, he's saying that on your channel. Cortex on your show saying he can't hear me. So that's on you, brother.
Yeah, that one actually on me.
That's on your stream, buddy. So hopefully everything is cool here on DC Adventure. You can hear Nim, you can hear me. Hopefully everybody is nice and clear and crisp. Because of yeah.
OBS is acting really weird.
Ralph says you can hear everything just fine. So awesome. Glad everything's working on my side.
Right. This is weird. I've never had this. I have literally not done anything different. Oh, you know what it is? I need to switch this to the Yeti because that's where I've actually got the... Now it should work.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Because I have I changed my audio output to my headphones through my Yeti so that I have a little extension on there. I didn't even think that meant that I had to transfer the sound. So now everybody should be able to hear my man Crypto Mikel.
Yeah, Nefarious is there. You go on your side. So awesome. And hope everybody on DC Adventure can see the chat just fine. And hopefully everything's running.
You know, for a first time trying to do this, a little fumbling for the very first time and get it working real quick.
This is not going to be the first fumble for tonight.
Probably
I personally guarantee that.
Guys,
for
I've
what's
got
about to happen.
Of work sitting over here, guys. So I hope you got some popcorn and all that good stuff, man.
This will be way longer than an hour. So everybody knows this will be way longer. For sure.
Because here, now that I got myself reorientated, bam.
Nice.
So we got all of that stuff there, and look, the rig is actually mining right now. Oh, dude.
What's up?
Jazz hands. Give a shout out to my man Red Panda Mine. Yo!
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. He says no swear jar tonight. Everyone takes a shot for swear words. Nefarious says panda hands. Oh, that's great, man. I love that.
Oh yeah.
Cortic actually asked you what kind of liquid you are using for your water block.
Do we want to just dig into the part selection over here?
I mean, he just asked a question, and I was just referring. He asked it on your channel, so I'm just referring the question.
I actually don't. I bet you I have to close down my chat and actually, I haven't gotten back into my side yet.
I get you.
Because like it was acting. Oh, there we go. It's now showing that I'm live on my side. There we go. So I'm sure I'm gonna have to redo my chat real quick.
Yeah, I agree, Nefarious. He says it's great that they have a dual stream going right now, but they need to do a shared chat somehow. I completely agree. I wish there was some way that we could like merge a chat, and that way that we don't have two chats rolling around. Yeah. I mean, it sees that the most majority is over there on DCA Adventure chatting away. So I don't know. It's just like Gunny said, you got a dual chat, bitches.
Right. But to answer your question, Portic, I am using a radiator fluid by Mod My Mods. It's actually one of their in-house fluids. Let me actually go ahead and grab that real quick.
I can see it over there in the corner on the couch arm. Is that a jug of oil? You gonna put some oil in that radiator? Is that an oil cooler?
Huh?
I'm assuming you didn't have your headphones on.
No.
I said, is that a jug of oil? I said, are you gonna pour that in the radiator? Do you have an oil cooler?
Right. You would think that. You would absolutely think that this was a bottle of oil. I mean, it's the same kind of fluid, but no. It's fluid by Mod My Mods. It's what they call mod water. So it's got reverse osmosis water in there, so it's super purified water.
Yeah, so it won't have any allergy issues.
Deionized PC coolant. So it's got inhibitors in there and all that good stuff. So this stuff should actually be pretty long lasting.
Yeah, and like he's saying, He said the biggest problem with those water lines is the algae corrosion over long periods of use.
Right.
Nefarious says we're not mods here. Yeah, I'm a mod over there. I don't know why y'all are complaining.
I haven't given out too many.
No, he hasn't. He's real stingy with the mods, and that's perfectly fine.
So.
He says no love here.
Oh God, I'm getting called out here because I didn't let the group in.
I mean, I don't know what y'all talking about. I see a wrench next to my name, so. I see wrenches next to all of y'all's names too. Like, over here, like on DCA Adventure, there's Nefarious has one, Gundy has one.
I know Gundy's got one. He just doesn't see it. I forgive him. Same thing with Nefarious. I mean, they just didn't realize that they were already.
Chris Anderson says he has mod powers, but I bet he doesn't have mod powers on Crypto and Hot Rods.
I think he does.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, I think he does. From a while, from the band stream that we had.
He says I got a wrench, but no mod powers. It's a little different. He's talking about the Dig Deep Miner. He's referring to his channels, stuff or whatever.
Right.
But yeah,
it's hard. It's hard to give a mod out when I don't see people too.
He said it. So yeah. Anyway.
So today we get to play with one of these. Oh. And we had a awesome donation from Crypto Mikkel Designs.
I was like, what? Oh, yeah. I see it over there. Yeah. Whenever I gave it to you, I was like, well, that's on there, so you get the sticker.
I'm gonna leave that sticker on there too.
Awesome.
Dude, you're the one that gave it to me. You marked the territory.
And that's first generation sticker too, because my logo doesn't even look like that anymore.
So that just increased the value of it, guys.
That is an OG sticker.
Right. That just doubled the price of it. So, I mean, what were you selling them for?
I mean, they were selling for $3, so it was probably about a $5 or $6 sticker now.
Right. Easy.
For sure.
Then he put it onto a frame. Oh my God. Oh.
For sure. On top of a $75 frame, that frame is worth $100. Easy.
Right. Oh yeah, all day long.
All day. I'd pay $100 for it.
Sure. Right. What happens if I get a sticker made and put on there?
I don't know, man.
And it's gone through like two generation of mining. Ooh. That'd be amazing.
You can see some of the cool sticker designs I'm looking having made up for DCA Adventure and stuff like that. They're actually holographic stickers.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I've used this company. I've seen a couple companies.
Chris is like, it needs a Dojlo stick on now.
Yeah, I've used a couple companies. I've played with a couple companies when it comes to like stickers and stuff like that. And the one I actually like the most is a Sticker Mule. They run pretty good deals quite often, and you get some pretty good deals. And right now they just added like holographic stickers, and it's like super cool. Like this logo right here, like this just the double A logo looked super awesome on like a 3-inch like holographic sticker. Like, dude, it looked super cool. I was like, I'll love that. Ooh, awesome, Ralph Cooper. I appreciate it. I was looking up a little bit stuff today on stuff like that. But yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, if you have any suggestions of like links, please DM them to me. Because I'll look. I'm looking for links and like looking to further that build. But I need link. I've looked into it, but I'm not really like. That's whole new territory to me. Not really new, but different territory. I've never dealt with that kind of material before.
So
very exclusive.
Since the first time that I've gotten this rig put together and took over the living room table here, it's just been mining. The wife's been cool with it. I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. So I'm going to actually shut the miner down.
He says no. Nefarious is over here having a double chat. He's like finishing one sentence on one side and ending it on the other. And then he called himself a tool. I don't know if you should call yourself a tool, bro. That's not like like something like outstanding.
Right. That's not normal.
Yeah, no. Tech Man says he's been sleeping most of the day. Well, wakey.
Well, we're glad you woke up in time for us.
Yeah, glad you woke up in time for this awesome build that we're about to do. I like want to look at the camera and like talk to y'all, but I want to watch the screen too because I want to see him build this. So it's like I want to like watch this. Usually I don't like have to like, look at the screen too much. I can just like talk to the camera and stuff. But like this time I want to like look and be like, what's he doing? What's he putting his hands on? What's he doing? What you doing? Hey.
Oh yeah, you know it.
Hey. I hope that like changes ears when I do that, because that'd make that so much better if you have headphones on.
I really don't notice that.
Yeah. It'd be interesting. It'd be cool to know if it was.
And you just got quiet for a second there. I don't know if that's me.
Oh no. Rianne says, did she have an option for no miner? Well, I mean, there won't be a miner on that coffee table anymore.
Right. And she could have been like, I want my table back.
And you already have a miner. You have an FPGA.
And I would have been like, yes, dear. I would have been, let me figure out something to do with this. I'll get it mining on the floor in there.
Nefarious says no options. So I
hear the wife back there cracking up.
Yeah, and I mean I don't know how to like skirt that one. I'm sorry.
No, she could have had her table back at any point in time. She knows it. She's just trying to give me a hard time.
Get your gosh darn miners off my gosh darn table.
That dirty, dusty magnet over there. Dude, these things, I don't care what anybody wants to say. These are like dust magnets. Like, everything to it. Everything around it. Dusty.
Cat hair. It's the worst.
Oh, yeah. Then when they wrap up into the fan blades.
The worst. I have a cat, and I know you have cats, so I mean, which for the first time in like a month, guys, if a cat happens to jump up on the shelf, we'll get to see it again.
Oh my God, yes.
It's been like a month since we've seen kitty cat shelves.
My cat is right there, passed out, with me making all this noise. He's like, he's doing one of those.
Sad day.
He's doing one of those videos. I know.
He says I put my Tech Man says I put my mining stuff downstairs a while back. Happy wife.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smart.
You gotta do it.
Should I go sit down over there?
I mean, yeah, you should get to work.
I know. We got some work.
You wasted like 20 minutes just doing nothing. I'm just kidding.
Man, we want to see that, don't we?
That's what I've been waiting for.
That's like the money shot.
Giggity.
Let's make a little bit of room for my microphone. You over here. Slide you over just a little bit here.
He says, put that whip away, mister. Right. Gotta love it. You guys slack and get the show on the road is what Gundy's saying. Oh man, this is... Hey, he's trying, man. I can't help. I'm just here controlling the DCA chat and
turn that off.
The chat in general, I guess.
This thing that we don't need anymore, and you'll see that the board's still powered up by the LED here. So make sure you flick everything off and don't touch it until the LEDs power down if you're ever trying to do something like this.
Good tip.
And this here is a 13-year-old graphics card that was running on here just now. Not mining. I'd have to get some old school miners to work on this if there was anything left that was worth mining on it.
It's just there to post video, so everybody's aware.
That's all it was there for.
That's all it probably will stay there for, is for posting video.
Pretty much.
Because you can't post videos off of the BC 1525s. They do not have output capabilities, no HDMIs, nothing of that sort. So you can't use them for anything like that. So in order to build a rig with BCU 1525s, usually you need to have some kind of onboard graphics, or just a regular basic run-of-the-slum GPU. Nothing like he's using. What are you using? He said.
This is a GTX 550 Ti.
So an RX, not an RX, it's a GTX, yeah, GTX 550 Ti. So it's like what, a 1 gigabyte card? Like,
yep, exactly 1 gigabyte.
He says, Digby says, damn, that's old.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it literally does nothing but post video. It's all.
It's a test card. Really, and you want to know what? I gamed on that for 12 and a half years. I gamed on that bad boy. That thing is a highly overclockable card.
Plus, he was mining Monero with the CPU that's on that motherboard.
That's all I was doing.
And if he was pulling video from the board, he'd be cutting out on his hashes. So why not install a run-of-the-mill GPU just to post video so you can not take away from your hash power? Why not, right? Now, again, tell them what you're running on that motherboard right there.
So this is the Asus ROG Strix B450 gamers motherboard with a Ryzen 2700X. This thing will easily pull about 5,400 hash a second on Monero, so it is very formidable on there for what little bit of power it really utilizes.
Right on. And that is the X variant, right?
Yes,
you said. Cool. Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I'm currently running the B350 on my current gaming / streaming PC. So I have the 1 generation behind that.
And I was running everything off of a 1,000-watt power supply, and this was also the one that I was testing with Nefarious's card on.
Nice,
stable 1,000 watts. So it was.
EVGA?
It had all the power it needed. Yeah, EVGA, the G2.
Nice. So gold rated.
Gold rated
nice.
Series. So yeah. Oh yeah.
That's what I have in my streaming PC. I actually run the 850, the 850 Supernova.
For the build, I've got the Supernova.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the 1,600 watter. Because being that these things are basically 300 watts off.
350 watts is max cap on each one of those cards.
Right. So I wanted to make sure I had enough headroom to be able to put a couple of these onto one power supply.
What's up, Unknown Crypto?
This was the best efficient way. I figure if I can get it between 50 to 65% utilization on here, this thing will be mega efficient on the power supply.
Correct. Yeah, because the BCU max runs about 350 watts per BCU, but most bitstreams out there, they only run. I've seen some run at 350, but you're hardly ever running them that high.
And what's even nicer, I came across one cable. I've got to get another one, or at least I want to get another one. Where
I wish I would have known. I wish I just didn't do with the case. I had I
didn't
like
even
3
think
others.
About it. I didn't think about it until I was scrounging for parts.
Doing good on Unknown Crypto.
So once I found this, I realized that this is a dual 6-pin to a single 8-pin. So I'm spreading power distribution across 2 different pinouts, which basically it load balances the power supply. I won't be able to put a whole lot onto it because I'm utilizing more slots. I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Right on. Yeah, they're fairly easy to get a hold of. If you can't find one, let me know. I have a few here that I should be able to get you one pretty quickly.
Okay, cool.
If you can't find one.
I went searching, and I didn't find anything. So right now I'm pulling out the thumb screws to be able to get the power supply hooked up. And then let me get the ones to actually secure the FPGAs themselves out of here.
Yeah, they should be like silver ones.
Yeah. We got some zip ties.
Do not trust those zip ties. Are those the ones that you can like reuse?
Yeah, I still treat those as one-time use.
Yeah, you can't even like they don't lock on very hard.
Really?
Yeah, I was messing with them.
Well,
and
I have my reusable zip tie, reusable style over here anyway. Yeah, I like those. They're nice.
Zap straps, as Red Panda calls them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love those things too.
Oh yeah.
So much nicer.
Okay, so a couple of things that I think I should do.
And that is a Veta T2 case, so everybody is aware.
Yeah, let me grab a towel to lay down on here for 2 reasons. I don't want to scratch the table. And 2, every time I can kind of hear it into my headset a little bit.
Yeah.
Every time I move something on the table,
it
transfers. Yeah, so I'm going to try to get something to dampen this. I didn't even... Because this is actually a chest, so the inside of it's hollow.
Yeah, I get you.
So I think that's what we're all hearing right now. So give me 1 second, Rick.
Ralph Cooper. I don't know. I'm kind of going for a chill. The one that I posted in the Hash and Glory thread was like super cool. Like I would love to those, but that's like all show. Like I would rather this just to be like a chill, everyday use, carry kind of situation.
Alright, so first thing
you know what I mean? Super simple. Let's see what we got.
Man. Oh, that's already 10 times better.
Oh yeah, just being on top of that towel will help it.
Yeah. And then just to kind of protect the table a little bit from this being on here, the wife will be very angry if I continue scratching.
I did it with an ASIC once.
I did it with the ASIC, and by accident, I didn't realize it had a rough spot underneath it. When I moved it, I heard it like halfway through because I was paying attention to the camera.
Oh, that'd be so cool. He says he's just got to get a DCA Adventure mod, man. That'd be really cool.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Like a mining after dark, like
mod mat. Oh, dude, that'd be so dope.
That's a good one there, buddy.
Write that one down. I would be the first customer. We would be making it for us to use.
Right.
All right,
that's a good one.
Let's go ahead. Oh God, this power supply is. Oh, I don't think I grabbed the right power cable. Because I run everything 220, I don't always have the 110 stuff to test with.
Oh, nice. Gunny says, do it. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool to have an awesome little mod mat. That'd be pretty cool. That would be pretty dope.
What's nice is I've got 2 of these, and the one I'm still using,
the 1600s, yeah.
Yeah, so I think one of these boxes contains, because I just merged all the power cables together, because they're all the same.
Right. So, but you're looking for that 110 power cord?
Yeah, that's all I'm looking for. Real fast.
Good old 110.
If not, it's just sitting in the mining room.
Go get it, go get it, go get it.
I didn't think I pulled them both out. I thought I kept one of them. Put it away. Unless I just rolled it up. I just rolled it up and put it in there. Hold on, it's with my rest of my power cables in the mining room.
That's funny. So, if anybody has any questions, that'd be like, now be like a great time to sit there, ask question, you know, anything that you can think of, especially pertaining to the build, things we got going on. You know, this is gonna be a long one. Unfortunately, this will not be a podcast because of the such visualization of this build. And it just a lot, the dual streaming, and you know, we can rip it later and make it into a podcast if your heart desires. But as of right now, this one currently is not in a podcast form because of all of the stuff that we have to show you. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Ralph Cooper. I really appreciate it.
Glad I knew exactly where it was.
A little bit of, you know, a little bit of both.
So much easier.
Ralph Cooper. You know, depending on the situation of everything kind of going on right now.
Okay, so a 1600 watt power supply will have cable as thick, almost as thick as your thumb.
Yummy.
Oh, there we go.
Yummy.
Look at these ends. It's got a C19 plug on there.
Giggity. Nice and thick.
Only one that'll work on you. Man, you would think I would have dedusted this thing after I pulled it off the rig all the way.
No. Not at all.
There we go. Yummy.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's go ahead and slide this bad boy in here. And you should go and just this.
No, you gotta slide it straight in.
No kidding. Oh, it's utilizing the gap in between the rails.
Yep.
I see. Little trick over there.
I built 2 rigs on this one. Just as soon as you started coming sideways, I was like,
don't fight it.
Oh, just go in. Just go in straight. Just do it. You think it's not gonna work, but just do it.
All right, so let's go ahead and secure this bad boy in.
Gunny says loving the tracks in the background. Appreciate it, Gunny. I honestly do not know what song is actually playing in the background right now. On the DCA Adventure YouTube. Honestly couldn't tell you. It might actually be like one of the beginning songs from either DCA Adventure or The Mining After Dark. I can't remember which one it is. I don't have it up, so I can't hear it.
Come on. And they don't give you a lot of room to put these screws in.
No, they do not.
They're like, you contort yourself this way, and then it works.
Yes, that's exactly how that works.
Dirty, rotten tricks over there. I see how they are. So, I can go ahead and get a good portion of the wiring in that I know I'm going to use. And the reason why I'm mapping it out with the wiring in here that I know I need, it actually helps with routing everything. CPU.
Rockin'. Let's see what we got here. Dun, 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 dun.
Alright, so.
And now each BCU takes what, one 8-pin, right?
Yes, one 8-pin per BCU.
What up, Big Rome? He says, long time no see. Great to see you, buddy. It's great to see you.
Right. For sure. Awesome. Glad to know that you're still around kicking it. Oh, wow. This one's got a broken little tab off of it. It has no lock on it. No, that's a garbage cable.
That's sad.
Yeah, it actually is. That hurts my feelings. All right,
awesome, Ralph Cooper. Appreciate it, buddy.
CPU.
Let's see. So yeah, it's great to see you, Big Room. We're actually dual live streaming right now. Live streaming it on here, Crypto and Hot Rods, which is where you're seeing this, and also DCA Adventure, which is our community channel. Usually we're streaming on there right now for Mining After Dark, which we do every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But tonight we're dual streaming this because a
lot of people want to see what I'm about to do.
That's the one you just threw out.
No, I had another one over here. Yeah, you're right. I had to reach over just a little bit further.
I was like, I watched you throw that one on the ground and I seen it. I was like,
no, I had another one over there too.
Yeah, I know. But I literally, I knew it, man. I felt it.
Use it.
I felt it through the internets. I felt it in the blockchain behind me, and it said, "That's the wrong cord. Don't let him grab it."
It's a trick. It's a trick.
It's a dirty trick. I appreciate it, Ralph Cooper. He said he is enjoying the background volume. Now I want to know what song is playing in the background.
That everybody's loving. Man, you're setting the bar too high. You're not allowed to stream no more.
Man, I mean, that's what happens when your equipment works right.
Oh, that's a low blow there. That's kind of rotten right there, man. I'm just saying.
It's millennial type shit. You wouldn't understand.
Oh, even worse.
On my own self, because I'm a millennial. Gunny said shots fired. Diggy says oh damn.
You're lucky that you're my business partner.
I know, man. Only I could get away with that. Well, me and your wife. Big Rome says, Crypto Mikkel looking like you from Asgard. Thank you, Big Rome. I appreciate it. Hope you like the beard. I enjoy it.
Oh, which screen am I supposed to use? Tighten these things.
Which ones?
Cord, Mobo. The same as the top rails?
Yes.
It really looks like the only other option I have.
Yes. If I'm not mistaken, yes. I can run and go look real fast, but I'm pretty sure it is. He says, yeah, it's cool, keep it. Yeah, I didn't plan on getting rid of it anytime soon anyway. I'm going to try to let it go.
Okay, it threads in.
Yeah, I was like, it should be those if I'm not mistaken. Jan Coin, what up, buddy? He says, what the heck is Nemesis doing? Well, Nemesis is actually building a 2-card BCU 1525 mining rig, water block from Diamond Tech, and yeah, he's building it right now live as we speak.
Doing some cool, wild stuff.
Ooh, Gundy, I'm marking you down for that.
Uh-oh.
I mean, how is that? That's not cool, man. He's over here cursing on your side of the stream like he's not going to get charged for that.
Thinks that wrench doesn't have a penalty behind it.
He's like, if I
gotta hold you accountable.
Oh, that's funny.
With great wrench comes great power.
This comes great quarter up donations.
Right. Especially in the case of Gundy.
Which, if you're out there and listening, 3D Camper, I need your BTC.
I messaged him directly.
I did too. I need your BTC address, bro. Need it. said it's snowing again. Ralph Cooper says.
It was snowing earlier here.
Gundy says, I ain't scared. He ain't scared.
We good, we good.
Right. Yeah, I want to know what song's playing. Try to make this. See what we can find.
Alright, so go ahead, just a little tweak on there, nothing too radically hard. Some people really sail these down and then they wonder why their motherboard has issues.
Now I know exactly what song he's playing.
Huh.
It's the trying to think of the. It is the outro. It's the outro song for DCA Adventure. But it's you only hear a portion of it in the DCA Adventure outro. But this is like the actual whole thing. It's just on loop. But yeah,
nice.
I really like the entire song. So it's like a great kind of like news. Like has like a newsy kind of vibe to it. But like real upbeat.
I like the rail on how it hides the wire. I mean,
yeah, it because of how like kind of fat and deep it is.
Yeah, it's like little.
It lets you
like,
hide
really
it
hides.
in there.
Wow.
And like that first bar, you can. It's a nice little spot to zip tie, especially if you got the Velcro zip ties.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just like perfect. You just Velcro right onto that bar, and it just kind of hides it right nice away. It's really nice. Chain Coin says I don't get used to seeing you guys switching sides of the screen, because on DC Adventure right now we're on the opposite sides, as usual, because he's usually the one that live streams on DC Adventure, and tonight he's live streaming on his channel and I'm live streaming on DC Adventure, so flip flop sides.
Right.
Yeah, gotta love it. Gundy says, don't
want to bring this underneath.
Gundy says, don't mess up, Nim. He goes, people be watching you, no pressure.
Never any pressure. Never.
I have not actually, Ralph Cooper. Ralph Cooper's actually asked if anybody's heard from Peter Stone lately. I actually have seen him in like a week or so.
The last that I heard, he was back out on the boat.
Yeah.
That was the last time I heard.
That was like a week or so ago, right? Week or two.
Yeah, give or take. So depending on where he is out at sea will depend on. I'm gonna have to toy that in.
Toy it.
Since everything's nice and secured, I'm gonna bring this in from the bottom and do it this way. Actually, well, let's see how I want to do this. Aha. I see. I'm gonna get some of this stuff out of my way a little bit here. I'm gonna get one of my little. All right. Give me this. Go through hell. You come in with that, right? This out of the way. Pull that over there. And locked. Alright. So that is a nice placed wire. Hides up underneath the board really nicely. not too much of a hard bend on it. That's the other thing. You don't want to overbend these things too. You can actually break wires doing that.
Right.
All right, so I've got the VGAs for the FPGAs up out of the way right now. I'm not plugging in the motherboard 24 pin. The reason being on that is I've actually got what they call a test lead. So I can sit there and plug one of these bad boys in, power up the power supply without actually applying power to the motherboard. And what this is going to do, because we're doing a water loop, I want to be able to burp the system before actually powering up the FPGAs. And it also allows me to test the leaks. So dual purpose on there. So let's hope that I don't have any leaks right off the bat. So what else should I build up on here? Because I got everything else pretty much built.
It's pretty funny. So Chan Coin says it's good to keep Gundy out of the live stream, or he'll keep talking and put pressure on the build. This is all we all like Gundy. Gundy said thanks, Chan Coin. Nothing but love. Nothing but love. These guys in my online posse. No hate, just love. Right, just love. Just love in the posse. Oh, it's gotta love it. Yeah, so we got 11 people watching on DCA Adventure and 7 people watching on Crypto and Hot Rods. Of course, a couple of these are few, probably, double trouble.
It's all good. Wouldn't have it any other way.
But everybody needs to smash like buttons.
Oh, yes.
Just smash them. Just smash away. Both channels. You know where to find everybody, especially if you're watching this. Double smash away. Gunny says just the tip. Of course. Just the tip.
Just the tip only. Alright, here. Organizing these wires just a bit, and it's trying to hook itself onto my headphones. Alright, so which one do I want to yank over for the GPU? I think this one for the GPU.
Awesome, Ralph Cooper. He says smash it before we even went live.
Baller!
That's why you gotta love the fan love right there.
Right?
Because no matter what, it gets done.
Right? Alright, yeah. Massage these down a little bit to try to train the wires just a little bit. You don't want to go 90 degrees on them, but you can put a little bit of an arc into the wires to kind of start training them into the direction you want to go. That's why when you get like custom wires, they come with like combs built into the wires to help train them. All right, so that's this. So the next thing I got to do is actually start prepping for the water block build itself. So hopefully everything I've done up until, this portion, easy. I should be able to plug power into this, hook up the wires onto the motherboard. It should fire up. I should be able to mine Monero again with it just the way it is. No problem. So the next step is going to be, of course, putting in the water.
I did forget to answer Dig Deep's Mining's coin, his question. He actually asked a question and I completely spaced out. He asked it quite a while ago too, and I was gonna answer it. Then I had stuff muted because kids came in the room, and I was like, I gotta mute more than one thing right now. So I was like, mute, like across like multiple different things, and I was like, oh my gosh! So I forgot to answer the question. He wants to know what you are going to mine first with the FPGAs.
I don't know. That's going to be something that me and Mikkel will have to discuss when we're sitting here playing with it.
For sure. The first thing I know that I'm trying to get up and running is the All Mines Minerator that runs on Ubuntu. Nim was trying to get it up and running earlier, but he was having a hard time getting it running.
Yeah.
Of course, I haven't tried installing it myself, so I can't it's really hard for me to just say over.
Yeah, do this, this, and this. It's super simple.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So I gotta go through myself and figure out some stuff and see what it's gonna take. But the bit streams on the Minerator and All Mine are actually all free. You don't gotta pay for the bit stream, so for testing purposes, it makes it a little easier to get things up and running the bit streams and making sure everything is working properly. It seems to be the easiest way to go about that without having to find the right bit streams, purchase them, and go about that whole route. No, Minerator does not work on Windows. It is straight Ubuntu, does not work on Windows. So you can't use it on Windows at all, whatsoever.
Okay, so from Diamond Tech, they've got these nice little fancy, I would imagine it's aluminum, little distribution block. It's got 2 positions for hoses to get hooked up onto them, depending on how you're going to be attaching them. I don't know how my camera's going to pick this up. But it got 2 little holes over here. And then there's 6 holes on here. 4 of them are for the BCUs themselves, and the other 2 are for lines. Don't try to face these into the lines in between, where if you're not using them, maybe you're trying to make it look a little cleaner, so you're like, I'm going to flip it around and do it that way. The distro block will not sit flush on the water blocks themselves, so you will not have a good seal. So just as an FYI warning, make sure that you turn it out. And it comes with plugs to plug up the holes you were not using. Very, very helpful, I'm just saying.
Nice. And yes, Nefarious says the Jungle Cat says it has Windows support. Yes, it does. Says it got Windows support, as she says. But it has Windows support, yes. These aren't Jungle Cats, and the BCU 1525s actually have support on Windows and Linux. It's just that the mining software, the Minerator software, lets you watch your voltages, control your fan speeds. It lets you do everything all in the software. But of course, as the software like that comes at a price, of course, it costs you a nice little dev fee. But for getting things up and running and testing them out to make sure that they work properly and that we can mine on them properly and everything, it's the best way to go about it. But depending on the bit streams, there are bit streams that are compatible with Windows, and they're for Ubuntu. So you just kind of gotta watch what you're gonna mine. In Nim's case, I know that he says that he is actually going to be running 2 different hard drives. He's going to have a Windows hard drive ready to go in case something pops up for Windows, running on a Windows, and he's also going to have the Ubuntu hard drive, so if he wants to use Ubuntu, he can. Anyway, an easy switch to go kind of situation. The nicest tip I can give you for BCUs in Windows and Linux is that in Windows, the BCUs require a driver. They have to have driver support in order to function on Windows. In Linux, they do not. They do not need drivers in order to function. Linux is the better option to go, but there are a handful of streams that are really good that actually don't work on Linux, and they only work on Windows. Oh no. UFD Tech's son was admitted to the hospital tonight.
Oh no. Heart goes out to him, man. His kid's got some pretty good issues. He said
he had a medication reaction. That's not good. Feel for the kid. Prayers go out to him and his family. Loved you, UFD Tech, so.
Right.
By any crazy chance you're watching this, man, love what you do.
Yeah, no kidding.
I wish you the best of luck, man. I really do.
Yeah, no
as a father,
to anybody. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a dad myself, but I wouldn't want to wish any kind of ill will against anyone. I don't care how much I have a beef with somebody. You know, when something bad happens, all beefs aside, dude. You know, you got to feel for somebody.
For sure. For sure. Champ Coin says done thumbs up 11 times here too on your channel. And BK says beard support. Yes, we got beard support. We're here. Beard support is
right.
Here.
With great beard comes great power.
Right. Comes great mining knowledge.
Oh yes.
Not financial advice or mining advice.
No, not at all.
Not at all. I would never.
I wouldn't even know what advice looks like. I've never seen it.
You've never seen advice?
No, I've never seen it. I've seen it spelled out, but I've like never seen advice like word. Yeah, I'd advise you not to do that again. You watch that person do it right again. It's like advice went right out the window.
Now you are setting those right on top of each other, aren't you?
Yeah, they are almost getting sandwiched on top of each other. I've actually there's one thing I don't like about this distro block is what I'm having to do here is kind of look in there and make sure that the O-ring is falling into its groove properly before I tighten it. And I knew this was going to be a little bit of an issue whenever I was just kind of mocking some stuff up, going, how does this go together? How does this work? Ooh, new toys. It's like I've been sitting on this for about a week. It's like, yeah, you'd be fooling yourself if I wasn't playing with this stuff just a little bit.
Gundy says do a beard close up and watch it grow. 24/7 beard channel.
So wow, these things are like right on top of each other. Holy cow. That's insane.
Is that with water blocks on? Or with back plates, right?
Yeah, this is with the back plates and everything on there. I mean, they are like set up to be like sandwiched.
Wow.
Actually, they're a weird setup on there. And what did I do? And I even got the squirrel risers. The person that I had gotten this all from was kind enough to ship them out with that. So, of course, I'll try it with that. It's no biggie. I'm pulling them out of there.
Well, that's awesome, Nefarious. Nefarious posted and says he dropped a $50 donation on everyone's behalf. Love, prayers, and thoughts from the crypto mining community. DCA Adventure, Red Panda Mining, myself, and many more members of our community. A donation to UFD Tech Son.
A lot of people don't realize he was a spokesman for the crypto space too.
Yep. At one point in time.
Wow, these things are so close together. Even the risers are touching.
Man, they measured that stuff down to a T.
Yeah, they did. Oh my god. I mean, this thing feels like it's solid, dude. Oh my god. That's crazy.
How does it fit on there? Kind of wonky, to be honest.
Because you don't have the same spatial separation anymore.
Right.
So let me go ahead and instead of mocking this stuff off camera, let me get it back on camera now that I'm back onto the rig frame.
But yeah, we really appreciate that, Nefarious, and
yeah,
I'm sure they really appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Much love from the mining family.
Right.
Do it.
So if I want one of these to be the screws on each one at least, and that would pull you all the way back here. I kind of never really locked down every aspect of this because I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's like one of the things I liked about that at least it moved, but I also kind of didn't like it being there at all.
Yeah.
Just because of the way some risers actually don't even line up with the holes or don't line up on there completely at all.
Oh no! If you would have really looked at it, this plate can only go in one. It goes in one way, and it lines up with the cards perfectly. I'm not even playing. So if it's not lining up for you, it's probably because it's backwards.
No, it lines up. I'm saying like the holes don't line up with the riser holes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably got that top plate the wrong way.
I don't think so.
So the riser holes are offset.
Right.
To where the mounting bracket holes are.
Sure.
Just a little bit.
I'll look at it next time. Next time I'm looking at it.
I dropped this card onto it, and it sat in the right spot. I was like, in the instructions that you sent, it even states,
Who reads instructions?
Some weird people. I don't know. Some weird people like them. They might sometimes read instructions, but.
So where do you have the graphics card? Is the graphics card down in the board?
It's down in the board.
Okay. I didn't know if you were gonna run it off a riser and like put it up there or what.
It depends on if I have spatial issues.
Huh. Interesting.
Right then, I need to move.
So shiny.
I know, right? And then once I tighten these down, we'll set the height of this bar. This way I know what's level to where the cards are.
Right.
I had no idea how tall the PCBs were on this, so I left it a little loose.
Yeah, because you can fully adjust that bar going up
and down,
and the other bar in and out.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is nice.
So I've got the bottom bar all the way back.
Chris from New Mexico says they have large riser hole spacing. He says I got narrow risers and had to modify a little.
Oh, really? Oh, you had the earlier first gen skinny minis, dude. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I can see that being an issue for sure.
Gunny's making a laughing face. I don't know why, Gunny. I don't know what's so dang funny.
Right, there's no funniness around here.
I don't know why you're laughing, man. Don't know why you're laughing.
Alright. So hard to do this. This thing level the way I want it to.
Mm. Nice and level. Ralph Cooper says no hammer yet?
No.
No hammer yet, huh?
Nah, I might not be one of those. I'm not certified for that.
You sure?
Yeah, B.
Okay.
All right, here. So, bam. Water blocks are in. They are really secure in here. I mean, I'm giving them a good shake. And, oh, dude, this thing's going to weigh a lot.
Good luck carrying that thing.
Oh, my God. I'm going to have to ask the wife to help me, I think. Like, babe.
I can't lift it up by myself.
I'm over my head.
He's
I don't know what I was thinking.
He's too large. I can't pick it up with my little hands.
Exactly. So, might as well just click that.
Gundy says large hammers are Chrysler service tools. We'll go ahead and fix that for you. Wham!
What are you doing? No!
Fires right up.
What in God's green earth?
What did you do? I don't know.
So I've kind of already had to mock it up because I knew I was going to have to drill into the case on there because there was like really no placement for this. Because I could put the thing right here in front of it, but then I've got really no good way to secure it. It covers your sticker up, you know. I mean, it's already got real estate there. So I'm like, oh man, I can't do that to my man. So I kind of mocked this up. So you guys didn't see me drilling into this, but it also saves me from blowing out your eardrums with a drill.
Nah, who needs eardrums?
Right.
Blow them out.
And this is the D5 pump underneath here, so it is highly serviceable and replaceable. So it's in and out. Just make sure I know where my orientations are. So here's a good one. Which way do you think I should put these hoses? Because the radiator's going to live its life right here.
Right.
So should I have the hoses come over into it from the back side coming forward? Or should I route them forward a little bit and have them come through the little hand grip area? That makes a difference from when I mount this. Well, everybody votes. How about this? Everybody vote on it. Which way should I do it? In the chat right now.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Man, nobody's got any kind of opinion on this? Wow. I was actually thinking coming from the backside, hooking into the radiator and hooking in, because it's like, I think the bends on it will be a little cleaner. I can get a little tighter and they won't be bending as hard.
I know that's going to be optimal. Definitely is putting, the least amount of bend onto the tube as possible. Techman has thinking face. Gundy says he backside. Nefarious says backside, make it purdy. He goes always better in the back? Question mark.
Man, everybody get your minds out of the gutter. You nasty.
Ralph Cooper says full send it.
You nasty people.
You nasties. You bunch of nasties.
Right? All right, and then there's also a pump control on here, plus a sense wire. I'm thinking it's for the motherboard, to trick the motherboard for the fan.
Oh my gosh, y'all are so nasty.
Sure of it.
Chris from New Mexico says, put it on the end and you lose your handle. And then Techman says backsides are muddy buddies.
You nasty creeper.
What's up, the Deadwood? How are you doing, buddy? Welcome to the probably 2.5 to 3 hour live stream.
Right. It's gonna be a long one. Especially with all these people with their minds in the gutters.
Kick back, relax, take your shoes off. Which I'm going to right now. So I still have mine on.
Mine's been off.
Well, yeah.
Since I got sent home early today, because I got I'm just on the tail end of a cold, and they're like, "You have the plague. You have the sickness, sir." I kind of freehand. Oh wow! I really wasn't sure if I got all the hole placements perfect. I didn't I just kind of eyeballed where the holes were a little bit. Kind of went with it. Seemed to work. Hey, screw, get back in there. It's too good for your home. Alright. Bam. I just realized the ports that I got are right here. I'm thinking I should feed it in through the back.
But I don't want to say anything while Dad was here.
And you are muted, dude.
Oh, I know. I know. I had kids come in here and ask me questions and things. So I was trying to answer those questions.
I see.
Alright, so anyway, back.
Wow, they did not give a whole lot of room between the PCB and these plugs. Kind of rubs a little bit on the PCB, like the chain spring a little bit.
Let's see. What up, Batman? Thank you for swinging up here into the Crypto and Hot Rods channel. Appreciate it, buddy. He says, what up, boys? He says, I'm so jelly, I want a BCU 1525. He goes with a water block. Yeah, and that's two of them.
Yeah.
There's two of them sandwiched into that little bitty thing he has going on over here. It's a contraption of sorts that he's building on. Yeah. He's got two, and the way they sit they sit right on top of each other. Like literally right on top of each other. Yeah, he says two? Dang. Yeah, there's two of them, they're sandwiched, man, right on top of each other. It's a little crazy. Like with the water block setup from them. Was it Dynas? From Dynas Tech. Dude, it puts them like right back to back, which is very interesting why they would do such a thing. No mods yet. These are, I mean, the BC 1525s are already technically modded. They're modded from the VCU 1525. So technically a mod, but technically no. Nothing of that sort. So first we're trying to see if we can get this thing up and running and kind of see what happens.
Tried to clean up on myself, that's what happens. They are tight in there now. Get some water.
Nice and tight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Batman was asking if we had any mods yet on them, but I was kind of explaining that the BCU is actually already modded in a sort, because it's modded from the original VCU 1525s.
Right.
Upgraded power modules, RAM, of course, adding in there and stuff like that.
And have you ever seen a radiator this big? Holy cow.
Just a big black rad, man.
480 millimeters of radiator goodiness underneath the box. Woo.
Bow 80.
This is a copper radiator that they did, of course, spray paint black so that it pretty much matches builds and stuff like that, all that good stuff.
Goodness gracious, that thing is massive.
Without the box, it's still resting on the handrails. And this thing is going to be hanging off the front side of this thing. Ooh. So the first thing we got to do with this is actually start prepping the fans onto this, plugging up the ports we're not going to be using on the radiator. I'm thinking I'm going to be utilizing the ends on these, maybe. Depends on how.
Deadwood says BBC equals big black cooler.
Yep.
Batman, yeah, he says that is massive.
No, I'm not compensating, guys.
It's compensating for the fact that he only has 2 BCUs over there.
No, this is actually the setup that they recommend from Dynas Tech.
For 2 BCUs?
For 2 BCUs, yes.
A single 480 millimeter rad
yes.
for 2 BCUs.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and actually start. This will be cords.
So do those holes actually line up or not?
They don't line up, but whenever you put the adapter piece on there, that it will.
It lines up perfectly?
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So you're going to put the fans on it first?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes. So right now I'm going to plug up the ports that I am not going to utilize. Should I do a GM radiator flow top to bottom?
What?
Thermodynamics, dude. So basically, in a car
radiator, lost with what she said.
A GM should I have it flowing like a GM radiator top to bottom?
Oh, okay. I was like, what? You lost me.
So some of your high-end vehicles will do a bottom-to-top flow.
Yes.
Other ones will do a gravity feed in the radiator, and then you get the thermal transfer through just movement of water going with gravity, because you don't have to pressurize it to pump it.
Right. Okay.
So it should be easier if I do a top-down flow on this.
Right, work with gravity.
Right.
Less work.
Yeah, and then whenever the pump's not like fighting itself,
right.
It actually you get more pressure out of the deal. All right, so the radiator comes with a bunch of its own little plugs on here. There's a lonely little plug over here. Don't forget to plug that up too.
that plastic one will totally hold pressure.
Oh yeah.
I have all the faith in that plastic little plug.
Every bit.
That it won't ruin any bit of that $1,000 hardware.
Right.
Or sorry, $2,000 hardware. There's two of them there.
Man.
Living on the edge, Nim.
I was pressing down onto the table. There wasn't nothing living on the edge here.
No, I meant with leaving the plastic plug in. It would be living on the
edge.
Oh,
yeah. Oh, God, yeah. That'd be gross. That'd be nasty.
Isn't that nice? That'd be, could be an accidental, some seepage.
Right. Things might get moist.
Seepage leakage. Sounds nasty.
Alright, so that's all plugged up. So this will be the side towards the rig, so I can actually sit there and start building this thing. So actually kind of worked out pretty good, because it's got the logo on it. It's going to face towards the front of the rig.
Nice.
That was by accident. I didn't even realize that. That's hilarious. All right, cool. So we'll go ahead and grab some of these Be Quiet fans, 2200 RPM fans.
Ouch, Deadwood. Deadwood said he had a 78 CJ7. Blew the rad cap in my face. He said friends called me Two-Face for a while after that. He goes, the damn thermal sending units and mud don't mix for electric fans. No, they do not.
No. Not at all. Dude, you gotta be careful with that. Wow. That's an insane story right there. So. And on the fan body somewhere should be some arrows that my camera won't see. The arrows, I just found them right by the power, the cable for it. One arrow is telling me the direction that the air is flowing, and the other one's telling me the direction of the blades themselves. So we're going to have these where it basically will look like the front of the fan is facing you, and it's actually going to be blowing right through. And if you notice, there's like no way to mount these, right? These things are actually kind of transformable, I guess. So they come with like interesting style plugs on here with SATA. 5 volt, 7 volt, and 12 volt. So I would imagine low, medium, and high on fans, all manual about it.
Oh, weird. One way to do it.
Right, considering these are just three wire plugins, and I pretty much any of my headers that are for fans should be able to take care of that. But I'll have to play around with that. I might just hook them into SATA for right now, just to make it easy. Until I've got a little bit, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, because let me get a flashlight here, and so I can light up the motherboard. see how many header ports, because I got 4 fans, and then I'm gonna have a 5th one on the other side here, blowing in between the cards, to try to help keep the back plates cool.
Hope you have enough ports. None of those fans have Molex.
No. So I've got enough to do the 4 fans basically, and that is it. So I might be just powering these off of the saddle like this, and like probably run them at like 50% and see how the thermals are.
Huh.
And then these fans have 2 different style connectors for them. Ones that get their typical screws, and then the other style gets the push pins into them. That like you're like locking them into like a chassis or something. I would never trust those to begin with.
Right, they like came out and the fan came out.
Yeah. So let me go ahead and put the arms on here. These are gonna be fun. Here we go.
Nefarious. He says this is crazy. Having UFD tech up, then you guys on 2 devices, plus researching a problem, all the screens and the videos. That's funny. Batman says he's having crappy internet problems, keeps getting disconnected. He says he thinks he's gonna pull the trigger on his BCU purchases now, as he's seeing you do it.
Yeah.
FOMO.
Hardcore. Alright, so because of the position of these fans, I will not be utilizing the little fan protector grates on there. I know not to stick my fingers in there.
You sure?
Maybe. I need an adult.
I need an adult. I can't adult. I need help.
I need help. Help me, son.
I can't do it. I can't go alone.
Don't forget to bring a towel.
Don't forget to bring TP.
Right.
If you can find any right now.
Yeah.
Hope you're all stocked up, guys. That's for sure. Hope you got all your TPs.
Alright, and then with using these pieces, I never lock them down until I got everything kind of attached.
Yeah, I usually give them a couple threads and then...
Yeah, this way everything's nice and loose on there and you can kind of play with
Gross.
it a little bit.
Gross.
Nasty.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what to talk about, Willis.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's see what we got going on. Just posted on Instagram and Twitter that we are still streaming. Please go to DCA Adventure and share if you can. Let's get some more eyeballs up in here, says Chris Anderson.
Oh, that's a dirty trick. These are like long screws. And I got a shorter fan. Yeah, they're too long. So it looks like there's 2 different sizings on here.
What a dirty trick.
That I didn't realize. That's a dirty little trick.
Dirty, rotten little trick.
Look at that is. These people, they think they're funny. Let me grab one of these smaller ones. Hopefully these work.
Yeah. Now you got it stuck in my head there, Ralph Cooper.
Alright, so these shorter ones are it. Yay!
That's a good question there, Jay Keen. He says, so what kind of coins are most of you invested in and why? And go. I mean, I'm really only invested in coins that I can personally mine. If I trust proof of work.
Yep.
So if the coin is a proof of work coin, those are usually the coins that I hold. Of course, BTC is king. Followed by some little bit of Litecoin, Ethereum Classic. Kind of hoping that they do what they should do and take care of the GPU people. Hoping and praying that they will. But yeah, it's yeah, man, yeah, dude. That's for sure. I like Beam's project. I like the way that they are working on things and constantly working on things. I don't like the way they're not anonymous. Like that. It's a privacy coin, but not really private.
Right.
But I like that they're working on it. They're working on the project. But always, if something's wrong, they fix it. So,
yeah, we like builders too.
Yeah,
we want to support.
There are builders. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's got to be mineable to us.
Correct.
Got to have that core wallet. But I mean, I've mined Beam. I've mined ETC, Ethereum. I mean, all the major stuff, Monero and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I eventually just traded into Bitcoin. That's if I'm able to keep myself from buying next generation hardware like what I'm playing with right now.
Right. Ain't that the truth? He says Ripple. No. Absolutely not. No Ripple love here.
No.
Yeah.
Not that we tell anybody what to do and what not to do.
Yeah, we have people that have been in DCA and they have traded Ripple. They've made gains off Ripple. Me personally, I don't do Ripple. I don't do the dirty nipples. Yeah, Ralph Cooper says hard not to buy new tools. It's very true. You
know it, man.
It's like a shiny new pickaxe. Oh, it's a brand new model pickaxe. It has laser guided attachments and it's water cooled, so whenever you're hitting rocks all the time, it doesn't get hot.
No, it's giggity.
Giggity. A water cooled pickaxe, man. It's basically all it's
my language.
So man, it's what you're building right there.
Right.
It's a double-headed water cooled.
Oh god, you're getting dirty over there.
Shiny and new. Just downright beautiful.
Only got a couple of more fans to put on.
only got 2 more to go.
Right, dude.
So you're screwing the fan into the radiator and then screwing the other plastic piece in.
So I've got the screws on top of the plastic piece, of course.
Going all the way down through it into the radiator?
Yeah, that's going through and into the radiator. So I'm locking them in on the front side and on the back side to help distribute the weight of the radiator that's going to hang off of it.
Okay.
It'll work. The fundamentals should work.
The fundamentals?
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't have the fundamentals.
Yeah, no, it should have the pumpamentals. It shouldn't have the dumpamentals.
Good. I want to see it pumping
right.
hardcore. Pump it, pump it up.
Pump it, pump.
Snap.
Right? I was like, get in there with some authority.
Get up in there. Snap that bad boy up in there, man. Heard that.
Right? It's like snap. It's like, wow.
It meant it.
Right?
Wanted you to hear that it went in there.
And that one went in all nice and quiet.
Even though you held it close to the microphone.
Yeah, I was
still
like right next to it. I'm like, that was anticlimactic.
Snap. Other one's like 2 foot away. Snap!
It's like, wow.
Wish you couldn't do it again.
Right?
Snap.
Excuse me, coming through, sir.
Pardon me, sir. Do you have another? No, I don't.
Right.
Fresh out of snaps. I'm snapless. Hurry up, Nim.
Oh, faster! You're slow! You're gonna lose the race! I didn't even know I was racing.
I want to see this thing run, man.
So do I kind of too. I'm like more nervous that I'm gonna get it all together and it's gonna leak somewhere.
Oh, don't say that.
Dude, that's been my worry about whenever I've thought about going water blocking, and I'm like, oh god, man, what happens if it leaks, dude? Oh my god.
Don't say that. Knock on wood now. Ralph Cooper says he has some XRP. He goes, kind of a Dan if you do, Dan if you don't kind of thing.
I mean, I've got some XRP. Oh, not anymore. Not anymore. I profited on it back when it was like around $1. It went down to 90 cents. I bought some, and then it went to $1.10, and I sold all of it. I was like, cool, I know how to trade.
What's up, my Miami's Kitchens? He says, he said, what up, guys? He says, building, huh? Yeah.
As usual.
Nim's over there building a 2-card BCU 1525 FPGA rig, water blocked by Dynas Tech. And right now he's setting up his BBC, his big black cooler. Setting it up with its biggest fans yet.
Oh yeah.
It's got four big fans for a big black cooler to go on that little what looks to be so tiny rig behind it.
Right, dude. It's like I got all of this for that. Really?
It's so tiny. It's so cute. The cooler is so big. It's so huge.
Huge.
It's so huge. But you're gonna put it on there and the whole rig is gonna like lean forward. It's gonna keep tilting forward.
You know, it's gonna be like
it's gonna be front heavy.
Like Fred Flintstone, you know, when they put the big meat rack of ribs on the side of the Flintstone mobile, and the whole thing just tips sideways. No, I'm not old. I deny that.
Oh, that's funny. Nefarious says, because that's what I fear doing water blocks all the time is slime and leaks. Gundy says takes 4 hands to cover a BBC. Yeah, it takes 4 hands to cover a BBC.
Oh yeah.
Nefarious says this is so funny. Brett's over here talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you guys doing the build.
We're doing stuff that he should be doing.
Oh well, hello there, little one. Chris Anderson had his channel hijacked, and says, "Hey, this is his daughter Coraline. Just wanted to say hello, humans."
Hey, what's happening?
Hello there, little human. hope you're staying safe and hope your foot's feeling a lot better and get to feeling all goods and walking around now.
Right.
Yeah, let's see what we got going on. And my Amy S. Kitchen says, what you gonna mine with that? Hopefully it's something. I mean, cool. Hopefully. I mean, Handshake was making quite a bit of money for BCUs at first. It was making around $10 a day per BCU. Now that it's been like a few weeks, it's nowhere near that. I think they're making like 3 to 4.
Especially with the market tanking.
With the market the way it is right now, I'm making about $3 to $4 a day.
But I bet you their Satoshi payout increased.
It does.
So
I mean we're mining 10 Handshake in, what was it? About 4.5, 5 days. Mine about 10 Handshake, which right now it's worth like 12 cents. But it was worth like 40 plus cents when the market was like when it was in the green and up and in the up and ups. Right before we dumped, it was pushing about 40 cents per coin. So I mean,
oh my god,
nasty. That's what she said.
Kind of like it's and stuff. Oh, this is great giggity.
She says her foot is feeling better and I doing one-handed cartwheels. Well, congratulations. One-handed cartwheels are awesome.
Right.
So enjoy it. Enjoy it while you can.
Yep.
Glad your foot's feeling better. Hopefully you're not like wearing like a boot or some kind of brace or anything. Hopefully you're just good to go.
There we go.
My Amy S. Kitchen says, are we staking anything? I have a little bit staking on Tezos. Not really a lot, like very minimum. And then Redcoin. I'm staking Redcoin, so 2 things that I'm staking.
I'm actually not staking anything at the moment. I could be staking Red, but I haven't because my PC gets overloaded with everything that I do to it. It doesn't like the competition.
No. No, it does not.
So I've got those plugs. And I need...
I wasn't watching.
Let's see here. Those are those screws. Oh, there they are. I covered it up with one of its own bags. All right, to tighten down the fans. Should be. Is it long enough to pop through? I don't think so.
They're like, there's only 4 of them, and they're a little bit bigger than usual. So they should have been in the same box with the grates.
No. Because I put these down over here. Absolutely no. Unless somehow they got like intermingled with other screws whenever I was putting everything together. But I don't even remember seeing anything that was like odd. Uh-oh. Don't tell me my build's dead in the water right off the radiator block.
No. Screws. I mean, I never fully put the rig together like with that setup, so I don't know.
I might have it in another box, or it won't matter because I think I've got other ones that I didn't use. Hold on, let me check the other spot. Thank God I hoard. Ugh.
What? Whoa. Oh no. What's he gonna do, guys? What's he gonna do? Does anybody know? Let's see, so does anybody have any other questions at this given moment in time? While we're kind of sitting here waiting for Nim to find stuff. Let's see. Chris from Mexico. Right, it's pretty funny. Mayonnaise Kitchens. He said he just wanted to drop in real quick. He's got to go put the girls' bed. Alright, man. We will catch you later, buddy. Have a good evening and spend time with the fams. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate it, buddy. Stay tuned for part 2 next week. That's funny, Chris. I don't know. I hope not. I would be really upset. I have to wait a whole nother week. Bum, 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 bum.
Let's see if I've got them. It's going to be free and share.
Shh. He's back, guys. He can hear us now.
Shh. Yeah, oh, yeah. I know.
He can hear us now, guys.
Completely. 100%.
I asked the chat, what are you going to do now that if you can't find these screws? And Chris from Mexico said, stay tuned for part 2 next week.
Right, exactly. That'll pretty much how it'll go, too.
I'm like, dang it. Well, that's it for tonight, guys.
Right.
Thanks for tuning into our 3-hour live stream. Not really, it's 2 hours, but...
Aha! I have one.
1.
Oh.
Have a 2.
2.
All you really need is 2.
3. 4. Yeah.
Nice.
Be in business. Thank God I've built a bunch of these Veta frames.
Hopefully those do those fit in the threads that are in the frame, because theirs are threaded.
Yep.
Awesome.
It's Veta compatible.
Just making sure, man. Hate to see you like sit there and
get it over there. I'm like,
as you're holding it, like I can't screw it in. Oh, they don't
work. Fit. I'm gonna do this more inside a camera view. What it is that I'm carefully doing, I'm not crushing wires and stuff.
First, it'll get to 3. Don't worry. He has no faith in you. He said it's gonna get to part 3. Is what I'm guessing is talking about. Nefarious is we're all waiting for random spraying of liquid.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the vote of confidence. God.
It's rude, Nefarious. No faith, man. Community got no faith in you.
Hear that? As I drop a screw.
He says, I don't care if you have to duct tape that. He goes, getting this thing built in one video. Just gonna duct tape the rad to the frame, it's fine. It'll live. It'll stay there for a little bit.
For a minute, right? That's all we need, testing purposes.
Nefarious. So mean. He said, I'm already laughing at using all hand tools. I mean, yeah, you picked on me for using twist ties. He's like, I can't even pick on you for using tiny ass hand tools.
Oh, you want to know why I'll use hand tools? Because I'm not stripping out aluminum.
Oh.
At least my if we're gonna talk trash on video, my motherboard posts.
That's dirty. That's dirty. Oh my goodness, Nefarious, don't let him do that to you. That's cold, man. That's cold.
Cold as ice.
I hear him in my head just typing away on the keyboard right now. Just
bashing away. God. The radiator's so heavy. I'm having an issue trying to align this hole, dude. Like the radiator.
That's what I was
like
trying
moving.
to avoid you having to struggle with. Imagine
I got it.
if
I got one. I only got one more screw.
Screws weren't threading.
Oh yeah. That'd be horrible.
Jay Sheen just said shots fired. LOL. Nefarious just has a smiling face with his tongue out. That's all.
That's all he can do.
He says, "Oh man, it's getting good." He goes like putting on head bolts with an impact. Oh gosh.
Oh my god, who does that? Oh god.
He goes, I have not stripped aluminum. LOL, it's called torque. Oh, goodness gracious, you two.
Oh yeah. Only love, only love.
Okay, children. So is it? I think it looks so hideous. With the pump hanging off the side and the radiator hanging in the front.
Dude, that actually kind of looks like Rat Rod, dude. I almost want to sit there and like just finish it. Just weld some random junk on here.
You're gonna get a wing on there, man.
Put a flame on it. It's flashed, right?
You gotta put a flame on the sides. Extra fast.
It's not fast unless it's got flames on it.
Right.
That is not financial advice.
It'll hash faster with flames. Definitely put down more hash power. At least 2 to 3 extra hashes.
Oh yeah.
And each sticker gets you an extra hash. And
Brandon Coin will back that up, dude. He's got a sticker that says adds 5 hash.
Adds 5 hash.
Go. All right, there we go. So I mean, that thing is actually really solid on there. Holy cow!
I'm glad.
It is mammoth. Oh my god! It's huge. It's huge.
That thing is massive.
All right,
I'm just glad that's not leaning forward yet.
We haven't added liquid to it.
I know, that's like what I'm waiting. Oh man.
Holy cow, this thing has got some beef to it.
How heavy is it now?
Yeah. It's getting there.
Get out of the water. I guess not water, but the coolant.
The coolant flow. Alright, here. We got a snake.
Oh, Tech Man. Nefarious says he had to turn off UFD. He says there's too much conversation to keep up with both. Then Tech Man says UFD actually banned him a long time ago. Nefarious like, for what? I would love to know what UFD had banned you for as well.
Right. Because that had to have been funny.
It probably would have been a sight to see.
Yeah. So now they've given me a ton of like fittings. Yeah. All these straight fittings. All right. So we have straight out fittings. I'm thinking I should do this back side for sure. Let me put a plug in this.
I guess Gundy's been gone for a minute. He says you're not done yet?
No, he's probably been there the whole time. He's just giving me a hard time. I know how he is. He's one of those.
I guess
I have these transformer fans on here. It's like
he says, what do I do now?
Hey.
Hey.
Dudes.
No. Bad kitty.
Hey. Zeus. Stop playing with the pie.
He's like,
playing
nope.
with my pie board. He's like, I'm like, no.
But it's Pie Day. It's National Pie Day. It's 3/14. 3.14. Pie Day. Gotta play with the pie on Pie Day, right?
Right. Something like that. And I'm thinking for this one,
Nefarious.
I want to go from this front side.
He says Gundy. He goes, we'll be here till midnight with a nice 5-hour stream. He goes, you think it was my channel or something?
Well, I'm trying to compete with, Bitsby Trippin' or something. Because he does the long streams, too.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So, it looks like all the fittings that they've given me are all straight fittings. None of them are angled.
Well, how convenient. It's very nice of them.
Oh, that's kind of nifty. So they're like somewhat braided. It's got a little barb on here. And then the collar just kind of slips over the top of it. That's kind of nifty. That's fancy.
Gungy stuff and things. He says NIMBY trippin'. What up, Yashnik?
Oh, yo, what's happening, my man? Making it to an extremely long stream.
For real.
Rough
NIMBY building.
Yep. Everybody wanted to see this, so here you guys go. Start to finish. Life of a miner. Thank God I'm a mechanic, otherwise it's been kind of rough not having all the tools.
Even though you're using hand tools.
Heck yeah! Even when I work on cars, man, I am that guy that pulls out hand tools to hand torque.
Oh, come on,
I don't let machines do it for me. Machines I've found are highly inefficient, and has a very big tendency to over-tighten everything it touches. Yes, there are people out there that get away with it, but eventually it will bite them in the butt and something fierce.
In the back end.
Oh yeah.
In the muddy buddy.
I've seen so many people coming up to me. What do I do? It's stripped, and I'm like, what kind of metal is it? Aluminum. Yeah, you on your own for that one.
Good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck. Yashnik, he says, what's going on here? Fill me in. Well, Nim is over here building a 2-card BCU 1525 water blocked by Dymastech mining rig. Yeah, he's got 2 BCU 1525s. Both have the Dymastech water block set up, and yeah, he's running a Veta T2 frame with a Asus 450 Strix board, running a Ryzen 7 2700.
2700X.
Right.
There.
And a 1600 watt power supply. Yeah. Not to mention the Dymastech, was it the
distro block?
Yeah, the distro block, which is like the entire like loop set, right?
Yeah, I got the distro block, radiator, pump, hoses, fittings, everything from Dymastech.
Nice.
So big shout out to these guys. It really looks like some really quality stuff. I have to give it up to them on this.
Do it, Tech Man. I would love to see you post that in the Discord, in the Gunnies meme section, or in the meme section or our Discord, whichever one. He says he needs to make the Muddy Buddy a thing, a meme. Do it. Do it. Yashnik says, hot damn. He says very similar to one of his rigs.
Alright. Everything seems to be nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
Nice and tight.
Nice and
So
tight.
here's an odd one. They gave me 2 extra fittings.
That's nice.
Yeah. I got DOL. That's awesome. Now I get
It's like
to
building an engine and you find two extra bolts.
Right? You're like, where did these go?
where did this go?
Important.
I hope nothing's gonna go wrong here.
Right, so
It's weight reduction then.
that one's out. So we'll have out go to the bottom of the BCU port here, down on the very, very bottom of the connection. I know it's a little bit harder to see, but I have both of the ports facing the radiator, so I'm gonna take the one and just kind of snake it underneath the radiator right to this.
That's right, Ralph Cooper. Lighter's faster. 2 bolts lighter is 2 bolts faster.
You know it. Ooh, this has got a tight fit.
You know it.
So I like exactly where my thumb is.
Scissors.
These are not just any old scissors.
What up, DG Dime?
I could sit there and cut pennies with these scissors.
I don't believe you.
I don't have a penny on me to prove it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh? You're gonna try to call me out like that, dog? Really, dog? Come on, bro. I thought we were bros, bro. What's up with that, bro? Why you do me like that, bro?
I mean, just saying.
Bro.
Bro.
Just
Bro.
saying.
Bro.
Oh.
Bruh. Nefarious. He said tighter the better. Unless you can't handle the glove. Oh, DG. He says, oh hey, you can tell who's hosting the stream much by the quality alone. Poor Nim.
I got meeting tonight. What did I do? You know what it is? That's what I was smelling all night. You know what it is? I've been smelling it all night. Jelly. I smell a lot of jelly from this audience. There's a lot of jelly in this audience. Damn.
That's funny. Oh, man.
And it's kind of nice. These things have got like little lock collars on them that go on the outside of the hose. It's acting like a hose clamp almost.
I mean, that is very true, DJ Diamond. He says, yeah, most of the time you can tell because of the audio of the host is the best and everybody else is kind of a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure I'm like crystal clear tonight, which I'm
right.
usually not, so.
And then this one will be a really short throw. So I think I'm going to do...
That's true, though. I'm guessing mine's not in 1080p. He says over on Krypton Hot Rods it's in 1080p. So I'm guessing on DCA Adventure it's not in 1080p.
Yeah, I've got mine. I always stream in 1080.
Oh, wow. DCA Adventure is only set up for 480. Which I find very hard to believe. Because even when I record video, it's in 1080. He said it's autoing at 144p. What? That's sad.
That face.
Well, I'll have to look into that. Because I don't know why I would be doing that. Yeah. Yours is on 1080 and this other one's not. It's sad.
Right? Sad face. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, Ferris has got to have to fix in OBS, yeah. I haven't, maybe because I haven't messed with that setting in this OBS.
Maybe. That's usually OBS that does that. I told you I would have helped you set it up. I didn't know you weren't like fully set up.
I mean, I didn't know it wasn't like that.
Right. I would have helped out. I really would have. It would gotten you on par real quick. Because you got a good enough PC now to do this.
Mm-hmm. Because you have to go into the settings and futz with it. Yeah.
Right, so it looks like this should actually be really, I mean, it's clean looking.
Yeah, she
I'm gonna
says
have a lot of hose.
Custom over 1080p. I'm sure I can't do all that like while I'm like in the stream, so I'll do that after stream for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had all that stuff set up on the old computer, and it was all good to go. So,
should I bring this hose over the radiator or under to hide it? I have enough hose.
What's up, Walter? What?
Should I bring this hose above or below?
Below.
Okay. That's what I was thinking too. Let's stay on there.
Gundy says you don't need to be jelly. DG says jello. And Gundy said below for sure. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he's got to let gravity help run you out.
Mm-hmm.
Going above, you're fighting gravity.
Everything looks good. Let's get the collars on this one.
Gunny says get it right, get it tight.
Oh, you know it. Woo. Hi.
Not sure about that. Nefarious says you should light up the bottom with the liquid. When he says, what color liquid are you running with that with?
Clear.
Yeah, I figured it was. It's clear liquid.
Yep.
And I don't think the water blocks don't put out any kind of RGB whatsoever either.
No, not at all.
This has gotta hide the ride and give the glow of love. Correctamundo Gundy. He says no additives means longer fluid life.
Yep.
And adding colors and dyes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Shortens the life of it. Gundy asks, but how does it hash though?
If you have it colored, it gives it a +2 hash.
+2 hash? Nice.
Yeah.
Extra style points.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think the water block is set up. Awesome.
Techman says all glass loop. Maybe you could run isopropyl in the tubes and you won't get any algae.
I don't think you can really run alcohol. Not sure.
This is, or use old school antifreeze.
Antifreeze in here does not work.
It's a no-no.
Yeah. It does not work the way people would.
He says, come on, use flammable stuff. Yeah, but that's actually really bad. DJ Diamond said some people add biocides. He says just dunk it in mineral oil. Yeah, if you would want all the rubber to be eaten off of that BCU,
oh god, yeah,
everything else that's on that board, you dunk it in mineral oil.
Yeah.
It's great.
Once or twice, it's great stuff.
It'll die.
A very miserable, painful death. I will feel bad for it, really.
This is not good advice. Mostly memes. We know you're smarter than that, DG.
Oh yeah. You gotta do it for the lulz.
Yeah, you gotta do it for the lulz. It's like that blinker fluid, you know. Totally, she's blinker fluid in that.
Oh yeah.
I bet it would run real cool.
You know it. Motherboard's all unhooked.
This is good God, don't use DexiCool.
That's my favorite stuff. How did you know?
How did you know?
What, sir? How? How does people find out about this stuff all the time? Okay. Should I power up all the fans off of one header?
Yeah.
Should I power all the fan headers off of one line?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It should handle it.
It's just a fan.
Yeah. The biggest ones.
The biggest ones is that BBC right behind. You got your hand, you got your face all over right now. Oh, you would. Nasty. You nasties.
It's so nasty. You know you're nasty. You know you're nasty.
We all know you're nasty. You're nasty.
Right, let's get the...
Gosh, I gotta get something to drink.
You know what? Go get something to drink.
I got to, man. It's been 2 hours, man. Parched.
I know, 2 hours, and can you believe it? I'm almost ready to actually...
Doubt it.
Fire this up.
Leaks. I'm just kidding. No,
man,
I'm knocking on wood right here for you.
Thank you.
I do not put that kind of bad juju on you.
Considering this is my very first custom water loop build.
Gunny says fire that SHIT up, bro.
That shiest?
Yeah, that shiest. Shiest up. Man, you would have thought Jay was Gundy last night. With all the cursing he was doing.
I know. He must have been doing it in memory of.
The fairy says, do it for the walls. Just fill it with some Shell 82 and see if it self-ignites.
This one won't work because it doesn't have enough SATA on it. I need more SATA. Looks like a good string of SATA. Yeah, there we go. Like this looks a little more fancy. I still gotta get power for the pump. And also power for the hard drive. So here's for the fans. Start from this. Now that I know I got enough of them. One. There's 2. There's 3. And here is 4. Ooh, these are going to be a little bit more challenging to make them look nice. Oh man, these things are like a mess. Holy cow, I'm gonna have to figure out how to wire manage this one. This is where it gets a little ugly. It's always on the fan side. All right, so I think should be like ready to really fire this up. Make sure I got everything hooked up here. And I've never filled up one of these, so I have no idea what a good way to fill these would be. All right, here, bam. So that's on, that's good. And giving everything that last little bit of secure tightening. All right. Should be pretty much, everything should be good, ready to rock and roll. All right, so I'm gonna take a guess that I just pop the top off on this and I should be able to just pour you in. One would think. All right, so let's get this like meaty power cable in here. I don't need any internet hooked up to this. Everybody got quiet and stuff. Oh, it's because he left. Nah, see. All right. So, I think I should wait for my man Mikhail here before I. Whew. Oh, I need one for the pump still. That's right. So, all right, we got a pump here. You're going underneath. All right, so, man, technically, if I were to hit the switch, hey, it did something. Yo. It's like, Mikhail, come on, hurry up. I guess I could take some questions at this point since Mikhail went MIA getting himself a drink of water. Light it up, huh? Fire extinguisher. Yeah, actually, I have my fire extinguisher in the next room. Do any of you guys got any questions about what I've done? Oh, I was waiting for you.
I heard you yell at me.
Yeah, and I'm like, where'd he go? We're at the crucial point.
I went to grab my drink, and then I was like, man,
I know.
I kind of got to go pee. So I might as well go pee.
So we're going to go ahead.
Sorry, man. Sorry. No, I didn't have to take a poop there, DG. No poopies.
Everybody, cross your fingers that I did this right.
Fire extinguisher up to date.
Yeah, right. The first fitting is leak-free so far.
Leak free so far? It's a good thing you got a towel right there on the...
I know, right? It's like, I don't even know how this is gonna really work.
Oh my gosh. Just fucking right up in your face. Just... It's the bubble. Hey, drink it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You're getting a little aggressive there.
Hey, I kind of went for it. Hey, none of the fittings are leaking. Yo, my first water bill. Ah!
I love that your microphone picks up the gurgles. You can hear it just...
It kind of gets a little violent.
Yeah, I know. That's when I was like, that one was a little violent, man. Oh my gosh. That got really violent with the cap on.
Well, I'm trying to make sure it doesn't, like, get everywhere. Oh. I have a leak. It looks like I dripped. Oh yeah, it dripped. From where? Ah, this back fitting. Okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's actually one of the plugs. It looks like it started leaking.
Gunny said, I usually test water systems 24 hours before putting gear in. Then Nefarious says, first water build, however, you've done radiators. So, to be fair, it's true. To be fair, he has done radiators. So, not the first, but still first of this kind.
So my top fitting here is actually leaking. I don't know why.
Is it still leaking?
It leaks while it's under pressure, it looks like.
Uh-oh. Did you crush an O-ring?
Hoping not. Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah, DG says most of the fills I have seen, they will take the pump above the blocks to ensure the blocks are topped off.
Oh, it's packed with fluid.
He said, time to evac the system and redo the fitting.
Yeah,
Nefarious said, Murphy, that's why.
It's pretty much the way that it's going to boil down, it looks like. It looks like I'm going to have to do that, so this has been a long build. I think I will call it here. That this is pretty much a success. I just got to take this one little fitting off, figure out why the fitting's trying to leak on me. Maybe even put a little Teflon tape in here, just to ensure the threads are sealed up for whatever reason. Or maybe the O-ring didn't sit into its gully the right way, and it's like a little off center or whatnot. I have no idea. But I'm definitely going to have to drain the system out, which fortunately should be fairly easy. I should be able to just take off the bottom hose here, and it should just, I just do it right over a bucket, a nice clean bucket, and then I'll be able to pour that bucket right back up into here without an issue. But that's pretty much the build, guys. I mean, it's flowing through the BCUs.
Chris says JV welded.
Oh, snaps. I've actually got a leak over here, too, by the BCUs.
Oh, snaps. Better get that taken care of. With quickness.
I probably know how to fix that. That one's probably an easier fix than anything else. Because I don't know how tight to go with a lot of this stuff. So I was just kind of going, yeah. Oh yeah, I can go a little tighter with the BCUs. So that's probably what it is. I went just a little light on there because I don't want to like over tighten the fitting. That's the last thing I want to do. Oh yeah. Now that everything is like kind of pressurized, I got a little bit of give in these fittings, so I can tighten these ones up. The one on the radiator, I'm gonna have to unplug it, pull it off to figure out what's going on behind it. Hopefully it's nothing serious. If it is something serious, well, thank God for warranties.
Right.
I didn't do anything special other than put the plug in there and cinch it up, and I did that one all with hand tools. So if it was damaged, it was like that. Wow, this one I could have gone a little bit tighter with. That's probably why this one was leaking a little bit.
This is finger tight and quarter turn with the wrench.
Well, these things were such a tight fit going in, it's hard to finger tighten these things to do that quarter-inch deal, you know?
Have fun, Ralph Cooper. He says he's going for a hike.
Oh, yeah.
Take
pictures. Buddy. Take pictures, dude. Take pictures. We love seeing those night vision pics.
Always.
These things are a blast to see. I absolutely love it.
DG said that was an awesome launch party. He goes hoping for some good stuff in the coming days. We appreciate it. Gunny says we are awesome. Stay awesome. This was a very fun distraction tonight. Thank you, says Nefarious.
Yeah, no problem, no problem. So, I've got a little bit of work to do on this, not much. So it's just going to be finishing touches, getting my Linux hard drive plugged into this bad boy, firing everything up, and happy bloody hatching. Oh,
for real.
Oh God! So this was a lot of fun. I mean, I was actually nervous that it was gonna, be leaking and stuff, but the leaks that are there really aren't bad.
Right, you have like the one, and then the other one's probably already survived.
Yeah, I already fixed it. Yeah.
So it's not bad. Still gotta fix that one, and then.
Yeah, just the one off the radiator for whatever reason decided to try to leak on me, and so yeah. This has actually been a blast. You guys got any kind of questions? Let me get my monitor to face me now that I can see what's going on, guys. Oh. Do you guys got any questions for me?
Yeah, we're almost going on our first 3-hour live stream, man.
I know, right? Right. This is question time. Any kind of questions you guys have for this build? Anything whatsoever.
Before part 2.
Yeah, before part 2, where I explain what I did to fix the radiator, which I'll give an update on that, guys. So, I mean, I might not do it on camera, but I will give a complete detailed update of what I discovered, even if it was something that I did. I will let you know if it was, I cut the O-ring. If that's what happened, cool. I'll let you guys know.
Ask it anyway, DG. He says his question probably doesn't have an answer, but thanks. Ask it anyway.
Yeah. Gundy's like, how does it hash though? It depends on which bit stream you're grabbing, what you're wanting to mine. I've heard them getting anywhere from, on some coins, 500 mega hash to 10 gigahash. Depends on the algorithm.
Yep. DG knows all about that. You know, because of course we're setting it up on probably all mines minerator first. Is what probably is to be the easiest thing to get up and like running pretty easily. Next.
And Jay, take it easy. Thank you for watching the build. If you got any questions, certainly drop comments in down below, or join us in the Discord on either DCA Adventure or the Family Mine LLC.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it. We appreciate everybody's been out here and hung out with us for this past, couple hours. And
right,
hung out
2.5 hours that we've been streaming for.
Rian says, "Yay!"
Hey man. I got my wife's kid here.
It's a rig.
It's a rig now. It's got water blocking.
Yeah.
It's big and black. He's sitting there laughing.
Grey Dog 77 says parts list on another video.
Yes. I actually, one of my previous videos, I did a whole unboxing and watching how I put the water blocks onto the BCU 1525. So a couple of videos back, you can go ahead and watch it and see all the parts list. If you would like to have a parts list personally, I certainly can direct you to the links for that. Very easy. The system itself actually wasn't too badly priced. It was like $508 for everything.
Minus BCUs.
Right, minus the BCUs. And then the water blocks themselves, I caught them for a steal, $100 a piece.
Nice, which is like half the price of what they actually are sold
and
for.
They were new. Oh, the only thing I had to do with it was a little bit of an inconvenience was I had to make a trip over to Ace Hardware and spend another like $25 to get screws. All the screws that I need for this. It's like, you don't realize that stuff's like, or it wasn't $25. No, it was like $9. I over-exaggerated. But it was, it's like, it was like $10. I get up to the register and I'm like, really? I brought $6 with me. Oh, no, I've got to use a card.
Do you take Bitcoin?
Right. I actually made the comment when I was sliding the card. I'm like, too bad you don't take Bitcoin. The lady looked at me. I'm like, I would have so paid with that.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure this is the video, he says.
Oh, with my parts that I was pulling out of the box.
Yeah, that would be the video. Actually, Greta, you actually commented on that video. I actually clicked on the video and your comment's the first one on there. So the video that you commented on 6 days ago is the video that he goes over all the parts in that particular video.
Yeah, otherwise, if you would like to.
If you want in-depth links, hit him up.
Yeah, I'll send you in-depth links if you really want them. Otherwise, you can always check out Diamonds Tech directly and just cruise onto there. They've got the water blocks specifically for the FPGAs. They've got the water loops that are for the system.
Right. For sure.
I feel weird not having a green screen behind me.
It takes you back to 2 months, right?
Right.
That's funny.
But you want to know what the best view of them all is? Oh.
Server's leaking all over that table right now.
No, actually it's not.
It's not under pressure.
Oh yeah, only under pressure does the fitting on the radiator leak. I bet you if I turn it on right now,
not a problem, Grey Dog.
Yeah, I bet you I could turn this thing on right now, and the BCU should not. I had a little dribble. It seems to be only under pressure. Maybe the pump's up too high. And it's only on the one side, on the one card, so it might be that I can tighten it down, but I don't want to mess with this more.
Brought to you today by Dickies.
Wise. Got Mr. Joker over there. Pump's up too high. It's like, I think the pump's on full blast. I think that's part of the problem.
I hope. Turn it down a little bit.
Yeah, I will. Let's see here. That's a... I'll do that on the next... I'll do that when I'm all done here. Because I still think that I'm going to have to...
Yeah, you good.
Tear apart part of that just to drain the loop down a little bit, so I can take that one fitting off. I think there is an issue with that one fitting because I've got it tight, dude, and it's still kind of dribbling.
He says for sure. DG says for sure, man. It should have a whatever word that is on the bottom.
Yeah, it's got a potentiometer on the bottom. Yep.
Yeah. Go with that. I was like, that's a word.
That's a big word.
I wasn't even gonna try. No thanks.
So yeah, I think if I turn it down, I think because like it's like super aerating the coolant in there too. I think that's also an issue. So it might be just getting so pressurized. Because when it first starts to circulate, it doesn't leak. And then once it kicks in, it's like, and then it starts like leaking. But it's only on the two areas. Huh. Weird.
Figure it out.
Yeah, I hope that on the FPGA side that I did not crush the O-ring in there because those things are goofy to go after. Because like they go into a certain groove and then they bolt together.
Interesting.
So hopefully I didn't crush anything there, and then I can just kind of turn everything down, tighten it a little bit more. It's good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, guys. So got anything else you want to go over, or are we done?
I think that's it, man. That's it for tonight, anyway.
Right. You guys got any more questions before I leave? Anything? You got right now to ask them, and I will.
You got right now to answer the questions that you haven't asked.
I got right now to answer because it's getting late. It's almost 11 o'clock.
Right.
No, there's like a 20-second delay on that. Do a little dance. Panda dance.
Panda. Doing that for you, Panda. You have a great Saturday night too, DG Diamond. Appreciate it, buddy. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate everybody that's came out tonight.
Certainly.
Hung out for the dual live stream.
Right. I just wanted to make sure that I had it going on my channel too, you know, because just got to.
Yeah.
This is like a milestone for me, building a custom loop, and everything that I did here is the same things you're going to go through setting up for a custom loop for your own PC. So
or mining rig.
Right, mining rig or PC. It's the same process, except that, you know, I'm not as open-aired as this one is. in a PC, you're going to be sitting there trying to hide it in the channels and stuff like that, so that it looks really nice. Or you're wanting the
Nor would
hose
you
blade.
Nor would you fit the radiator inside of a PC case.
Yeah, there's only one case out there. It's a Leland Lee case that will fit it.
Nice, full case.
Yeah, full case from Leland Lee, which they are more to the enthusiast builds that do builds for custom water.
Got you.
Mm-hmm.
You too do, Grey Dog. You stay safe, buddy.
Oh yeah, you too, Grey Dog.
As well
for sure.
as
Thank you for being here. We had fun. Had fun with all of you guys too. I'm glad. I hope that you guys found some useful information out of all of this. Enjoyed it. If you guys ever have any questions about this later on, certainly hit me up. And Digi Diamonds, I hope you do not have human malware.
And on that note, guys.
Well, he put the sick face on there.
Yeah,
you know, unless he's calling the build sick, you know, because that's pretty sick. You know, it is. Depends on how the context you use it now.
Right.
Got to be real careful. You know, got to be politically correct these days.
Better use the word correctly.
Right. Oh,
or else.
I got the tip of this just in review. Oh. Too funny.
It's the tip from the BBC that you have behind you. Oh. You're nasty. So dirty.
Well, on that note, guys, I hope you all have a great night, great weekend, and before you guys leave the room, smash that Lizzie like button if you haven't done so already.
For sure.
Share this video with other people. Subscribe if you haven't. If you hit the bell notification and it's off, just hit it again. YouTube likes to reset that for some reason. I don't know why.
And leave a comment down below if you have any other questions.
Right? Oh my God. And definitely share this with at least one other person. Not everybody. You don't need to share this with the whole world, but at least share it with one other person that might get some use out of this. It helps us grow our channel, get all this free knowledge out to you guys. And definitely check out the Patreons down below.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
Subscribe to us, dude. Oh, my man.
We would
love
it.
Woo!
We'd both appreciate it because it helps us further content like stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly. I do this, a lot of this stuff I do for myself, but I share it for all of you guys.
So on that note, guys, we'll see y'all later. Keep the hash rates up and
keep
peace
watts
out.
low. Yo, peace.